Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this look here, which is my go-to look for when I'm going out. When I say going out, I don't mean like going out to the shops or going out to the post office. I mean going out somewhere a little bit more special. Although if you want to wear this look to the shops, then by all means, please do. Today I've used some different products that I don't regularly use because I do have some set products that I just use all the time. I'm sure you're really probably sick of seeing them by now, particularly like my Giorgio Armani bronzer, my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. I know you've seen them quite a few times, so I am mixing it up a little bit today for you. This is a really similar look to what I wore in my Get Ready With Me video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, so this is finally the tutorial for it. You would have seen me wear this look all over my Instagram. It's literally my go-to look. It makes me feel good and it looks good in photos, and I just feel more confident when I have my makeup done like this. If I could be bothered, I would wear my makeup like this every single day, but for now, here it is, and I really hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to start by moisturizing my face, and I'm going to use the Darphin Hydraskin Light All Day Skin Hydrating Cream Gel. Again, I've said this before, that is a mouthful. And I'm basically just going to apply this so that while I do the rest of my makeup, my skin can be soaking up its goodness. Same goes for my lips. I'm going to apply By Terry's Balm de Rose Lip Balm, just so again they can soak up all the goodness. I get really dry lips, so I love to moisturize them as much as possible. I'm now going to apply my winged liner, which I know seems like a bit of a funny way to do things, but my reasoning for doing it this way is just that it makes it so much easier if you make a mistake or just completely screw it up. It's really easy to fix it up and perfect it, and you don't ruin any of your other makeup. And for my winged liner, I'm going to use the MaxFactor Masterpiece Glide and Define Liquid Eyeliner. When I do my winged liner, I like to start from the tip, map that out, and then work my way in from there. This MaxFactor liquid eyeliner is actually a little bit tricky to get used to just because it is so small, the actual unit. I don't even know what you call this. Not the felt tip. The felt tip is actually thicker than a lot of felt tips I've used, but the actual product is just so tiny, it's a little bit hard to kind of get the hang of it. Now to get my wing looking extra sharp and shiny, I'm going to use my Yves Saint Laurent Babydoll eyeliner. From there you can fix up any mistakes you've made while your eyeliner is still wet by using an angle brush and some baby wipes, and basically you just dampen down the angle brush and then use it to clean up the shape. I've been playing around with this new Cover FX Custom Cover Drops foundation, and I'm actually really liking it. Basically it's a very pigmented product that you can then mix with whatever base you like, say moisturizer or a primer, and then you can kind of create the thickness and the amount of coverage that you want, and also the texture you want from it as well. So I'll show you how I've been applying it, and I'm just going to use my Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'm going to dip it into my moisturizer. Wowzer, that's a lot. Dab it onto my skin. And then I'm going to get a tiny bit of the Custom Cover Drops and just apply that as well. You seriously hardly need any of this product. Like, it's crazy pigmented. It's so amazing. So what I've got on now might even be too much, but the moisturizer definitely softens it out. And now I'm going to buff it all in. Just be really careful when you're buffing in your foundation that you don't ruin your winged liner that you've just worked so hard on. Try and avoid the area a little bit and fill it in with concealer later. So now that I've kind of moved the product around a bit, I'm going to really moisturize into my skin so that it looks like skin, and I'm just going to use my hands for this. Really use the warmth of your fingers to push the product in. You don't want it sitting on your skin like a heavy product would. This color is way too light for me. We're definitely going to have to warm it up a bit. To warm it up, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Veil Beauty Fluid Foundation in the color Tan, and the reason I'm using this is because the coverage is very light, so it won't add too much coverage on what I've already done. This light is very much directed onto my face, so my face is always going to look a lot paler, but I can promise you that it actually looks so much better now. I'm now going to conceal, and I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Medium Custard. So this is a part you need to be really careful of. So I like to use this little brush here. It is by IT Cosmetics, and none of the IT Cosmetics brushes seem to have actual names on them, but it's double-ended. And I do use both ends just to really get around that winged liner. I've been using this concealer as an alternative to my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, although to be honest I really love both of them. So if you're a huge NARS fan, then the creamy concealer is perfect, but if you want something a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable, then the Maybelline Fit Me is just as good. Just to prevent creasing for now, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to use this vanilla-y colour here just to set my concealer in place. I'm just going to apply that around my eyes, and I'm going to apply it using my Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush. Gosh, this palette smells amazing. Now I'm going to fill in my brows using the Hourglass Brow Sculpting Pencil in the colour Blonde. So I just like to brush them up first, and then I start filling in from the thickest part and then out to the thinnest. I brush through my eyebrows with the spoolie as I go, just to blend the product out so that it's not too harsh and defined. Now from my Nude Tude palette by the Balm, I'm going to use the colour Sultry, and I'm going to start adding that to the crease. And I'm using my Zoeva Luxe Soft Crease Brush for this. I apply the colour really softly, and I start from my crease and I work my way up. Now I'm going to apply the same colour but underneath my eye this time, and I'm going to use the Zoeva Luxe Pencil Brush. And then I'm going to smoke it out with the soft crease brush I was using before. Now I'm going to use this colour here from the Chocolate Bar palette. It's like a nice warm dark brown. I'm now going to add this chocolatey brown colour to my crease, but this time I'm going to use the Zoeva Luxe Pencil Brush to do this, just so that it is more of a defined crease line. And I'm not going to take it too far up, but I am going to blend it out. And I'm just blending it out with the same Luxe Soft Crease Brush that I used before. Also, by now your winged liner should be totally dry, so it really doesn't budge at this point. I actually like to add a little bit of extra depth in the outer third of my crease with the same colour and the same crease brush, but then not blending it out quite as much. I really love this, and hopefully you will too. Hopefully you don't just think it's a non-blended mess, but I really like it. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the colour Sultry just to blend it all out really nicely again, and to add a little bit more warmth back into the eye. Now I'm going to take that darker shade underneath my eyes again using the Luxe Pencil Brush. This time I'm mostly focusing the product on the outer third of my eye. That just kind of adds to the wing effect. Now I'm just going to make sure all that's really nicely blended with a clean Luxe Soft Definer Brush by Zoeva. Back to the Nude Tude palette, and I'm going to use the colour Standoffish to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. At this point, I like to tightline my waterline with a dark brown pencil. I like to use dark brown just because it really flatters my eye colour, but of course you can use black as well. What I'm going to use today is Curtis Collection Superwear Gel Liner in the colour Sienna, but another one I love to use is MAC Rich Experience Pro Longwear Eyeliner. To me, a winged liner just isn't complete until you've tightlined your upper waterline. Moving on to lashes, and I'm going to apply the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes Mascara. It's totally personal preference whether you want to put mascara on your bottom lash line. Today I probably will do it. Yeah, I'll do it today. I'm now going to apply some individual false lashes over my natural lashes, and I'm going to use the Duralash by Ardell Flare Short Black and Flare Medium Black and my Duo adhesive. I like to apply the mediums to the outer third of my lash line and the shorts the rest of the way along. Now that I've finished my eyes, I'm just going to apply a little bit more concealer just to brighten up underneath my eyes again, and it's also my sneaky little way of just doubling up on that coverage. Now onto my cheeks, and I'm actually going to use a couple of products that I don't think I've used on camera before. The bronzer I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. Girl, you pretty. And I'm applying it with my no-name brush, and I'm really sorry that I don't know the name of it, but I just love it so much and it fits my cheeks so perfectly, so I just have to use it. I'm starting off by applying it into the contour of my cheek just so it kind of defines that part a little bit, and then I'm moving it onto the apples of my cheeks as well. I actually really love this bronzer. This was a great find. Thank you, Sephora. Okay, so you know I love highlighting, right? I'm obsessed with it. I've been using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter for as long as I can remember, like maybe 7 years, like a really long time. I've loved that highlighter so much. But I've actually also owned a product by the Balm, which I've owned for a few years, and I haven't really tried it. Like, I tried it once and I didn't really love it that much, and then I tried it again recently because I always see it pop up on YouTube, and I'm sorry to say this to my MAC Soft and Gentle, but I think the Mary Luminizer by the Balm may have just knocked you off top position. This highlighter is killer. It is so beautiful, and like, if you want your highlight to be seen, this is the product to use. It's to die for. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to start by applying it to the tops of my cheeks with my IT Cosmetics, we'll call it a fan brush. Like, can you see that? For real. That is a highlight. Woo! So I apply it to the tops of my cheekbones and then onto the apple of my cheek as well, just so I can make sure my highlight is seen from all angles. Then I like to highlight just under my brow bone, the tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow of my lip as well. I actually like to mix up my lip colour a little bit when wearing this eye makeup. Sometimes I leave them just as they are now with the lip balm over the top because I actually really like that colour, but a lot of the time I'll apply a nude lipstick or a slightly rosier lipstick, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to apply the Savvy Nourishing Lip Liner in the colour Rose. I've overlined my lips a little bit with this pencil, and I've also filled them in with this pencil. Unfortunately, my lips are really dry tonight, so I'm going to apply some of my lip balm over the top, but otherwise I would totally leave it like this and leave them matte. And this is the finished makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I would also love any suggestions for future videos, so please leave them in the comment box below. I'll see you in the next one.